We're with Sens forward Egor Sokolov as we continue with the 2023-24 exit meetings. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. Always a pleasure.
How would you describe this season, your fourth year with the Senators, fourth year in Belleville? How would you put this campaign into words?
I mean, I thought it was great. Honestly, the most fun I've had yet. Thought we had a really tight group. There's some guys on this team that it's hard for me to say goodbye to. I got close to a couple of guys. Larson just left, and I had a couple of tears dropping. It never usually happens for the guys.
Yeah.
But that just tells you how tight I've gotten to these guys, and I mean, at the end of the day, I would say that probably we faced a lot of adversity, but we just kept going through it. Never quit. You hear Bellsy always talking about we're never going away, and that's what I thought we did the whole year. There was moments where we didn't have enough guys to play, there was moments where we had too many guys to play, and I thought just everybody just bought in and said, okay, I have one job to do, and I'm gonna get it done. And I mean, sucks that we're talking now.
Yeah.
Obviously I want to still play hockey. I thought in general, it sucks saying it, but at the end of the day, I thought we were a better team in the series, and their goalie won them the series.
Yeah.
He was their best player, and sometimes you have to tip my cap to those guys, and it sucks. Just sucks that we're done, but I thought we had something special. Obviously with all the bodies coming back, and at the end of the day, it's hockey. You go in game 4, and first shot they take, it goes off our stick and floats in the net. It's it's a hockey game, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't meant to be, and but I think it was great. Just a lot of fun, and just so happy for a group. We took a pretty tough team out of the playoffs too. Marlies, and we eliminated Laval out of it too. Those teams are stacked. They have a really deep lineup, and we faced them 12 and 10 times, and we won the series against both those teams. So just proud of the group.
Yeah, you technically only go to the second round, but when you think about how tight the standings were, and having to get past Laval and even Utica, you could put them in the mix at the end of the season. You guys were basically playing playoff hockey for the last quarter of the year.
Yeah, I mean, every game felt like a must-win. To me, we go in the dressing room, it's like, holy, if we lose the game, we might be in the 7th, but if we win, we might be in 2nd.
Yeah.
So that's how it felt the whole year. Not whole year, I would say probably the last 20 games. And then at the end of the year, we finished season 8-1-1, and we were able to get in a play-in spot. It's how tight it was. But, yeah, I mean, just this division every year, man, it just gets you every time. It's so tight. Like, look at the other divisions. There's teams with like 10 less points than us there in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's hard, and I think it's probably the hardest division to play in this league. I would say, you look at Syracuse, you look at Marlies lineup, you look at Cleveland this year. They took a huge step forward, and then you look at the teams like Rush is just every year they have those same guys coming back, and they get those young kids coming over from Sweden, Finland, and they're just putting on a show. And I mean, Utica, they had a chance to make playoffs in the last 2 games of the year too. So, but yeah, it felt great just winning the series and getting in the playoffs too, right? For a lot of us, it's a big experience.
Yeah, I was going to say, how different was it? I mean, you played in the 2 games against Rochester a couple seasons ago, but how much different was it this year? And what does it mean, I guess, to you and to your teammates, some of those guys who've been here for a while, to win that series and to put up a really strong showing in round 2 against Cleveland?
For me, obviously, I haven't had that yet. It's huge just to have that 7-game experience.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of the day, it's a lot different than 2 years ago, because what it felt like was boom, boom, and we're done. 2 games and we're done. We didn't really taste what it was. Obviously, winning the first game here kind of just gives you that, just a little rush that, we just won a game in playoffs. And for a guy like me, it just meant a lot to just make it. And, Lassie, Rhino, we all played together for 4 years, and we haven't had a sniff, so we were all pumped up about it. So but if you look at the younger guys, like Chucky, like Halliday coming in, Peterson didn't play, but he just saw what it was. He was around the guys, and he knew what we were going through, how hard it is. Every game I walked out, man, I had four ice bags on my body. It was just the playoff hockey and regular season hockey is just a different mode. so he knows now how hard it is. And then you have, I said, Chucky Clevin. For him it was probably the best case scenario. He's NHL defenseman, and now he has 7 games under his belt and under a lot of pressure, a lot of minutes. So huge for his development, and it's just a huge development for a whole organization as a whole.
Yeah, it was a big year for sure. What's the summer look like for you? Obviously, getting prepared for next season. I know you got a wedding coming up as well, so big few months ahead.
Yeah. It's sneaking up on me now. Now, hockey's over. I'm realizing that I'm getting married, and I'm just pumped about it. I heard a lot of guys telling me that it's going to be the best day of your life, and I just can't wait for it. She deserves to have that day, and I'll make sure she has the best time ever. For me personally, probably take a few weeks off now, relax, get away from hockey for a little bit, and go home, see my mom and dad and brother. And after all, man, just see where life takes me now. I'm 23, and we'll see what happens to me next. I don't have any answers. I wish I had some, but they're just going to focus on being prepared for what's coming next and have a good summer of training.
Yeah, it's all you can do.
Exactly.
You can do. And we're looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you. Congrats on the wedding in advance and on another successful season here in Belleville.
Thank you.